So this stuff they're hand sorting here is more your specialty coffee. So this one here is going more directly to a roaster. Okay? Hand sorting it, it's all one side bean. So that's what we call an A, right? It's all done on screen 18. The bean size very consistent and very low defects. So that's what they're doing there, particularly out of any defects. Now this, obviously, it calls for a much higher price than what that is.
So these are green beans.
That's green bean, ready to go.
And you don't roast them?
No, we don't do any roasting. We just do commodity trade.
This is probably going to in like little micro roast.
Well, I mean, there's two sort of elements to the coffee, right? There's people in roasting, right? But we're more on the commodity side. So this coffee here, it might go through 6 or 7 hands or ownership before it's actually roasted. So this might get sold 4 or 5 times before it reaches the destination. It just gets traded on the table.
So all you know is just going into some trader in New York.
That's right. I go through a guy in Germany, and he just hooks up the best spot price for me, and we do it from there. And then overnight the prices go up, they'll offload it on to the next person, and so on and so forth. That's before it reaches the cup.
This is, when we talk about coffee futures,
these
are included in the...
Yes, most definitely. Look, I'd say 80% of coffee produced is more so to the futures markets. The real specialty stuff goes straight to your cup, you know what I mean? But that's, you're talking
still use the futures to hedge.
Oh, most definitely, yeah, that's right.
Well, this end up in a big commercial folder or something?
Yeah, most definitely. It goes to big warehouses. Some of it goes to, a lot of the stuff I send to Hamburg, it will sit in containers. It'll just sit there and then they use it like gold, you know what I mean? They just trade it. So all our price is based on futures. And that goes on to what I'm buying off the guys in the village, goes on to that.
Right.
Every day, every minute, every day. Yeah.
So the price you're willing to pay, you simply base it off of adjustment off the futures.
Yeah, so look, I've got to delay it a bit and a bit of guessing. Look, if I see it going down, I've got to change my buy price because you lose from the parchment, you lose about 31% of your weight. Right? So if I'm buying a 3 kina 80, the true cost of green bean is about 5 kina 70. So that's what the product's costing me.
Right.
So then I trade it, you know, it's all done on plus and minuses off that terminal.
Yeah.
So if I see it moving, I can either get my guys organised and pay a higher price, get all the coffee, or if I see it going down, I drop my price. And then no one will come to me, but then they will come back because everyone else will drop their price too. So it's a real like knife in the back sort of game, and you've got to have eyes in the back of your head. Because everyone doing it is out to get the other guy.
Are you hedging every time?
Yeah, we do. It's all sold on figurations. Yeah. So look, I've got to fix the price by the time it goes in the boat. So
you sell futures.
Yeah. Well, basically, I'm selling the promise.
Security.
That's right. So when I do get a contract for that, I'll do it at like a +8 off the terminal. Now that can go either way, but as I'm getting closer to shipment day, I'll fix it in. So let's just say we're trading at 100 US cents a pound, 100 US cents a pound today. I'll lock it in and I'll get 108 US cents a pound. So you always try to play it so it's a bit further. Now the better the coffee, the higher that differential goes.
And if things move a lot in one direction or other, do you speculate as well?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll go long sometimes. But again, it can go either way. I've been doing this a fair while and I've seen a lot more experienced guys than me go broke over. Like they'll pre-contract, you know, 50,000 bags for next season, and you might have a bad season or low yield, all this, and you can't deliver. You have to deliver. If you don't deliver, the buyer, I'll have to pay for the difference for them to get coffee somewhere else. And if I don't pay it, well, I'm out of business. You pay it to keep going, you know what I mean? No one's going to come and take you to court, but you may as well shut your doors because the world of coffee is very, very small. And if you burn one person, you may as well burn everyone because your name gets tarnished real quick.
So would you say there's a lot of integrity with the people you're
Yeah, most definitely. And it's all done on gentleman's agreement, eh? And look, a lot of I've been doing this 12 years. Now, the customers come with you wherever you go. So I ran a plantation up in Mount Hagen. Same people I was dealing with overseas men I was dealing with now because they want to come. They're not dealing with mountain coffee, they're dealing with me.
I understand.
So, yeah.
I get it.
So if I left somewhere else, 80% of the customers will probably come to wherever I went.
I understand.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's right. And you do build quite a strong relationship with your traders because they're relying on me as much as I'm relying on them.
I get
say
it.
integrity.
I get it. No.
What are you picking out?
Anyone.
You pick out the bad beans? Pick out.
Black ones, browns, and white.
Okay.
Put them all.
And you just leave the green ones?
Yes.
Okay.
Have all those on, skip it all out, we change depending what the customer wants, we can change the spec.
According to my size.
And that's looking for the colour. Yeah, so that's basically what the ladies does. Like it's the first one, but we can basically there that the ladies do. The ladies that are hair sorting, they just come in when we need it, these painters looking around here. So if we have a particular shipment that requires that, we just tell them the next day, come and pick it, 6 or 7 tons of bag. So it's only as needed. So this is what, before we send it out, we take our samples, and same thing if we're going to buy, some suppliers come to us with green bean we buy, we'll cup it and then we determine a price off that. If it's good, if we can use it, or if we don't want to buy it. But we send our samples to the buyer, they cup it, and we make sure everyone's on the same page. No surprises. The biggest, for coffee coming out of PNG, the biggest thing is no sort of whiny cups, because that sort of indicates ferment. And like we talk about the moisture. So if it's been sitting there with moisture in it, it gives it fermented flavour. And that's look, out of Brazil, that's accepted. Out of PNG, no. Just different processing methods. So the way they process coffee in Brazil, it sort of pronounces that fruity cup, but the way we do it in PNG is a fully washed coffee. It means it's gone wrong. So it's the same thing out of Sumatra or Vietnam. They've got a different flavour profile they're after.
So what's PNG coffee flavor known for? I mean,
Yeah, it's high acidity and medium body. Yeah.
and it's good for doing
A lot of it's
medium
used-
roast.
Yeah, it is. It depends. Look, all that sort of depends what your preference is, but the
Right.
majority is for blending, eh? It doesn't really have a big standout high notes that you know South American coffee has. So, but it's because of its body and acidity, they use it a lot for blending. Like it is good coffee, but look, the way they do it in some of these other countries is more on a commercial scale. So season in, season out, the profiles are very consistent. We're dealing with smallholder coffee, so it's not done on a commercial basis. Yeah.
Very small batches, and then you do the tasting primarily.
Yeah, that's the sample room stuff there, but it's quality, so we understand that.
So it's a cash business.
How did you learn? How did you learn to taste coffee?
So have you had any
Just
problems
from
with
doing it
lottery?
Yeah.
over and
Not
over.
yet. Look, I have.
What age did you start?
It's inevitable.
I started when I was 21.
Yeah. Look, like I say,
That's
I'll
a
be out
good
to
more than 30 years
today,
of coffee.
and
Wow.
I'll be using it. Like I said, there's two totally different elements. You're a coffee roaster or you're a coffee trader.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two totally different games, you know.
The
Because
coffee-
there's some, you know, I went to a guy down in Brisbane and he's coffee roaster, and there's so much different stuff into it, you know, the blends and the way you roast it. The same coffee can come out 100 different ways, depending on how they roast it. So I've got no interest whatsoever in supplying roasted coffee to the supermarkets or anything like that.
Right.
It's not what I do. It's hard work, there's no money in it, and yeah, you know what I mean? What we do know is the green product. We know it back and front. We know just by picking it, smelling it, we know it's any good. The name of the game is buy as much as you can. You know, once you buy it, then you're right. That's what I say. Everyone out there is out trying to chase. There's only so much in the season, and you've got about 100 different people trying to get the same product. So it's all about who gets it first, and who's willing to pay the most for it without burning yourself on the market. Whereas anything plus of that, yes, I want. You know, so that works out to be that's about 8 kina a kilo, right, at the moment. So I'm trading at plus Y1, I'm getting plus 8. A grade, I'm getting probably plus 50.
And your cupper, what was her name?
Pat. So she's been with me.
She learned. Yeah, she said she was 21 when she started.
Yeah, that's right. So and then she's been doing it a lot longer than me, but she worked for me when I first got into this. Got into the export.
So she followed you from the other place to here.
Yeah. And that's generally how it works up here too. So you got your people, and then the guy we deal with, the guy she learnt of is the guy that does a lot of my brokering over in Germany. So it's sort of, like I said, relationships, it's all relationships.